We're back. Thanks for staying with us. Joining us now is Troy Clymer. He's the Chief Operating Officer of Solar Integrated Roofing Corporation, SIRC, as those stocks. Troy, great to have you back on the program.
Don, you're looking awesome with the beard. Thank you. It's the last month's flown by, and I got to say, you're looking like John Wick.
Well, thank you. That's what I was going for. Tell us about you guys posted a press release not too long ago about record revenues, which is really becoming the rule rather than the exception. It's going to be heady times at the company.
It was an amazing second quarter, and we're really crushing it in Q3 as well. So it's going to be exciting as we come up on our next quarterly report. It's the company just continues to grow leaps and bounds. As we're growing so fast, we're really focused on driving revenue. We talked about this last time. At the same time, cost controls and right sizing with constant service improvements for all of our customer types across our business models in business to consumer, business to business, and our business to government spaces. Our team's super motivated coming off of a record second quarter with all the restructuring that we've gone through in the last year. I was very pleased with the performance of our organization.
Well, I want to congratulate you once again. Now, the last time you were on the program, we were talking about the filing of Form 10. What's the progress report on that?
In my year and a half here, it's probably been no singular topic that our shareholders have been more focused on than the filing of our Form 10. So as you're aware, everyone knows that we're finalizing the Form 10. The completion is imminent. In fact, it could be as soon as this afternoon. Our C-suite signed off on it on Monday, as did our auditing team. I did check with Wanda this morning, and there's a couple little logistics things, but it is imminent. It's a very exciting milestone for us. And as you know, you've been involved with the company for so long. It's a long time coming for SIRC. So our shareholders are very enthusiastic, and they'll be pleased to see us accomplish this great milestone, getting our Form 10 filed. But I want to recognize Wanda and our accounting team, our auditors, Dave Massey, and the rest of my team. And people have worked tirelessly putting this together. As you know, the Form 10K is our annual report. So it's the first milestone. It's then we, move towards becoming a fully reporting company and enter what I would consider a brave new era for SIRC.
Well, a lot of people don't realize how voluminous the paperwork is in filing these reports. And being a public company requires a lot of due diligence, a lot of filings, a lot of research, a lot of accountings, a lot.
I reviewed the Form 10 last week on Friday for a second time, and it was well over 1,000 pages, Don. It's exhaustive, and I want to speak to our shareholders directly. I understand everybody wants it done as soon as possible. I, for the first time in my career here, gave an arbitrary timeline that we missed. The deadline's the wrong word, but we had hoped to have it done prior to the holiday weekend at the end of August. And I'm never going to question one of our SEC attorneys or an auditor when they want to take a third pass through something this important. And so I'd encourage all of our shareholders to, have faith in our management team and our supporting staff in that area. We want to make sure we're doing things right. Most important, Dave Massey, Wanda Witoslawski, our CFO, me, and our finance team have been working tirelessly towards our significant funding tranches. The Form 10 is certainly intertwined with some of that, but a lot of the funding is not specifically Form 10 dependent. We've got about a dozen banks that we're working very closely with to structure a little more than $100 million in funding for SIRC in the first few tranches. So as we move through the next 3 weeks with our funding and Form 10 both imminent, our growth plans are really taking off, Don. Now, we've got a lot of important things going on just operationally. We have 5 trade shows over the next 6 weeks in the solar and EV sides of our business as well. And, my job as our COO is to kind of have one leg into upward management, one leg into the downward management. The cool thing is we're seeing both of those areas work much better together, and the transmission, like I like to use as an analogy, kind of fit together much more nicely for our growth plans. It's very exciting.
Well, it's amazing. We've been following your company 7 or 8 years, very proud of the progress you've made. You've gone from being a Southern California roofing and solar company to an international company, hundreds of millions in revenue. It's got to be immensely satisfying to be part of that.
But the catalyst that we just talked about with Form 10, with significant institutional funding, and becoming a fully reporting organization, and just the rigor, as you mentioned, that it's put us through, have made us a lot better as a team, leadership team. But it's also, if you make that with our commercial pipeline and the maturation of the recent legislation we talked about on our last interview, we're very poised right now for great success. It's the last year and a half has been tremendously fun, reorganizing into an enterprise platform. But as we go forward with SIRC Q3 of 2022 and beyond, it's going to be, I like the term, brave new era for our company. Fast forward to where we're going to be next year on Labor Day in 2023. I feel really confident about our revenue projections in the 200 to 225 million for this year. And Don, where we were at 17.1 million just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And potential for 365 million, exponentially plus for next year. I want to be conservative, but with the things coming together in our residential services division, our commercial services division, and then driven by all of the new go-to-market business models that we have, especially as we reintroduce to the market our indirect residential solar division here over the coming months, it's very exciting. A little bit of funding to pour some gas on this fire is going to send us to the moon.
Well, we look forward to the filing of the Form 10 as everyone else does. Troy Clymer, always a pleasure having you on the program. Thanks so much for the great update.
Appreciate it, Don. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Take care.